Boys, you know the deal, man. The best value plays in each respective position for the guys that don't have as much coins. But I feel like now everyone can acquire so much cards because there's so much to do. You know, in terms of SPCs, there's 85 by 10s. But I feel like for the guys that are just starting off, or even just in general, you want the best value cards. You don't want to spend too much. Or you just want a card that's very good for that position, for that budget. Let's jump into it.
I know you're thinking to yourself, how can I improve my FC25 experience? Look no further. MONOEXP has the best, cheapest coins on the website. Best price, best guarantee. Use the code META for 8% off, bro. You can get literally any card. Go check them out right now.
Very first one's going to be Man Like Van der Sar at 110,000 coins. This one's pretty self-explanatory, bro. Like, literally, you're getting a goalkeeper that's, by the way, 6'6", 82 reactions, which is okay. 5'5", deflector plus. He's got rush out plus, which is nice as well. I feel like this card is always going to be good. Just because of his stats, you know, it backs him up. So if you think he's bad, I feel like that's on you, man. You know, I mean, you're spending 110k, bro, for 98 Van der Sar. That's a really good price. You also got the likes of, obviously, David De Gea that a lot of people love. So I feel like these are the two best goalkeepers even in the game, and also for value right there. But goalkeepers are very weird, I always say, because it's judged on each own experience right there. So yeah, far reach, deflector plus as well. You have to look out for the play style pluses and stuff. But yeah, overall, man, I feel like De Gea as well could even just be better value. I mean, you can just literally get De Gea. You don't need to be spending the extra 70k. But I've been placing De Gea, you know, as get best value, so there's just no point. Thiago is your favorite goalkeeper right now, even for value or just in general. You jump over to the fullbacks, though. We got the likes of Scott at left back or right back. You got her at 269k. Now when it comes to a fullback, right, you want someone that can obviously trace the attacking runs better than the center backs, you know, because the center backs are the guys that stay at the back and not really come up, whereas the fullbacks, they actually act as wingers in a way, or wing backs. So sometimes they're up, you know, pressing, etc, etc. So you want someone with obviously good pace, a good play style plus 4 pace, like a quick step plus. And then you also want jockey plus, because what this does is it enables the cards to actually act more like fast, you know, in terms of like projecting of tackles. So yeah, and movement from side to side. You boys know the deal, man. 5'4", Scott at 269k is a brilliant price. Incisive as well in terms of passing, and then the quick step plus, jockey, and intercept. Always having a good defending playstyle plus plays a huge role. And yeah, she's 5'4" now. You can obviously alleviate this by having someone that's a little bit taller on the right back or left back slot, you know, because you have two small fullbacks, then you're gonna get beaten in the air. You know, you boys know the deal, man. So let's jump over to the center backs, though. We got the likes of John Stones, bruv. 300,000 coins for him is probably the best steal of the day, easily. Why I say this is he's quite possibly top 5 best center backs in this game. I feel like a lot of us can agree right there, because he's 6'2", and not only that, he has above 90 agility and balance, 5'5" as well. I don't see any faults, bro. Literally, like, quick step plus with anticipate. And in the bruise, I think the downfall could probably be because he doesn't have the 5th playstyle plus. But I feel like he's got the best playstyle pluses, though. That's the thing, you know. Quality over quantity type vibes. But yeah, ping pass plus as well is always nice. People never look at the short and long passing or passing playstyle plus. You need it for a center back, trust me, especially if you one that starts counter attacks very quickly. John Stones is a guy, man. Very nice card. And speaking of, literally quite opposite in terms of price, literally 6,300, bro, for Lenny Yoro. Do you know how insane that is? 6,000 coins, bro, for Yoro that has 5 playstyle pluses, aerial and anticipate plus block as well, bro. I feel like this type of card, though, can be a little bit lanky in the respect of the meta curve now. You know, everybody has above 90 agility and balance. So sometimes you can feel he's going to be a little bit like... I mean, you're spending 6,000 coins. What do you really need, you know, to say about him if he's 6k, bro? At this point, man, very nice card for the price. Yeah, you boys know the deal. Right back, though, is a Lilian Thuram at 24k. It's just insane to me how these cards are also cheap. But it's 1 month left, bro. So it's 1 month left. Literally 1 month left till, obviously, the ultimate edition of the guys that got FC26. I think actually 1 month and, well, actually 29 days. I think the game comes out on the 19th, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we're counting the days, man. We're almost there, boys. Come on. 6 foot, though, in terms of height. And I feel like he can play center back, yes. I just feel like Lenny Yoro and like Stones play the center back role better. He's very good at right back. A very nice one as well. I think I've also added the honorable mention cards, you know, for the guys that don't really like the starting 11 from who I've placed in terms of each respective position. Another good one I would say is the main man, Lucio. I've seen a couple of pros use Lucio, especially Manu Butchore that won the FC Pro, used Lucio as the right back, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, very nice card. I feel like the height, you know, having it at like 6 foot, call it 6'2" max, is good. Especially if they have the agility and balance to alleviate or account for that, you know, height, then it kind of compensates, you know. So yeah, you have to look at it all that aspects, but I feel like the taller the better. You don't want them too tall though, because you don't want them to be lanky, you know, especially in heavy gameplay. But overall, man, Lilian Thuram is good. We've got the likes of Cantona at 90k, bro. This Cantona card, if I'm not mistaken, looking at the graph, when he was, so 4th of July when he came out, right, he was 4.9 million coins, bro. He has dropped down all the way significantly down to literally 4.8 million coins. He's dropped down. Do you know how insane that is? That I've never ever seen a card drop down so fast in the span of a month. Overall though, man, I feel like, as I said, it is obviously 1 month left, so it does make sense. But I mean, this card in general still looks insane. Like intercept, incisive, ping pass, tiki-taka. What a beast, man. 5-star, 5-star as well. I feel like when it comes to a midfielder, he literally epitomizes everything. He can play CDM, CM, and cam. He's got a passing, defending, dribbling, you know, all of the above, bro. Playstyle pluses. And he's also got 2,715 game stats. Obviously, the more the merrier. Let's jump over to someone alongside him that can play more of the defensive-minded, you know, 18k for the main man, Matuidi. Yeah, bro, come on, man. Maxed out defending, maxed out passing for CDM is already good enough. He doesn't have the 5th skill, or the, what is it, the 5th star for skills. But I do think you can add it, if I'm not mistaken. There's definitely an Evo somewhere there, bro. Judging by how much Evos EA added. Anticipated Bruiser Plus. When it comes to midfielder, Bruiser, like the defensive-minded structured players, Bruiser definitely is the play because it shrugs players off the ball. It makes them much more physical than, you know, people that don't have Bruiser. Cheers, Jeff. Anticipate Plus to obviously get the ball, and then 2 good playstyle pluses for passing is always a good shout. I mean, a man's 20k, bro. Come on, man. Let's jump over to someone that I felt like needed to be included, man. No matter what is, I think it was someone, they're always looking for something to say. There was this guy here. I don't know, I can't pronounce his name, but he's got Isak as his profile, I think. He says no shooting playstyle pluses. Bro, it's a cam. At the end of the day also, he has pretty much maxed out shooting. Do you know what I mean? Like, yes, shooting playstyle pluses or whatever in that category helps. But at the end of the day, the card is looking insane, bro. It's looking pretty nice, man. Maxed out dribbling stats, almost maxed out shooting stats, 5-star, 5-star. So what you do is you get the 91, you go through the factotum, the Wizard of Joy for 150. So you're spending about just under 300k, I think, for this card in general. Or you actually went up a little bit, I think, because of the Evo possibilities. But overall, man, you're spending, call it 350k for this card. And it's a Neymar card, you know. There's no, like, that's actually crazy. They don't have a Fatih's Neymar in this game. That's very interesting. They should include him in as a Fatih's, bro. But let's jump over to the attackers, though. We got the likes of Garincha at 350. I think he went up in price, if I'm not mistaken. I swear the other day he was like 350. No, he actually went down. For fair now, 5'7". Garincha is really good in this game. Reminds me of like Jorginho's, you know, very fast, swift. Has all the playstyle pluses to be just a beast. And then obviously, yeah, rapid plus as well. Low driven to obviously cross body shots. If he had like a Trivela plus would have been nice, but he at least has the base. But for now, man, this card is a inside forward masterclass. Jumping over to inside forward masterclass is the main man, Johan Cruyff. Anywhere you can place him, he's just going to be a beast, man. Incisive. Bro, Johan Cruyff's 290k for a 98 Johan Cruyff. I know it's at the end of the stages of the game, but I don't even think Johan Cruyff has ever been this cheap, especially a relevant version like this. Very nice, man. Incisive, tiki-taka, rapid. Yeah, this is a solid purchase for anyone's team. I just feel like even in general, you know, it's not even about best value. Like, this card is actually going to be good for you, as for all the cards. But yeah, what I'm saying is very cheap, man, and very good. Giroud, speaking of very good, the main man, Olivier Giroud. Now, what I like about this striker is, right, we've seen a couple of pros use these taller-minded structured plays, right? This is the man for the job. Trust me, when you're playing a 4-5-1 flat, which is the second variation, or when you're playing a 4-4-1-1, any formation that really holds the one striker to, you know, score the goals, this is the type of striker you need, because he has all the elements to basically be a beast in terms of like shrugging players off the ball, etc, etc. Only downfall I'd say is he doesn't have passing playstyle pluses to play like a hold up position. So, you know, sometimes when the cam acts as a shadow striker or a playmaker, you know, then they can be like the striker and they're very swift. I would definitely recommend having like a smaller cam, you know, just to alleviate and have that balance. But I do think overpower shot would have been, maybe incisive pass plus would have been amazing, kind of acting as a Harry Kane. You know, yeah, overall, man, I do like this card though. Very good in game, and I've heard very good things. And he's 6'4", so he has that rarity, you know, to him, where he can actually win balls in the air. He can score headers. Yeah, very decent card. 394k. I'll be real, it's not the greatest card under the sun for the price, but a very decent card at that. Let's jump over to the actual cards here at the bottom that I had to include nonetheless. I mean, we got the likes of Vinny, we got Pedri. These are all cards that I feel like inevitably are going to be insane. And them being even a lower price kind of is just the sweet spot, bro. Literally. So yeah, Samuel Eto'o, I feel like in terms of everything, he's probably the best value for the whole thing, bro. Easily. Samuel Eto'o at 180k with the quick step, tiki-taka plus incisive. He can play that hold-up position, by the way. And I've included him a lot of times before, so that's why he's on the honorable mentions page. But yeah, low-driven as well. We've got Buffon, Messi. I mean, you even have Dembele, like, team of the season. You got Mbappe, team of the season, all just cheap. So there's so much cards right now that are just amazing priced. But yeah, you let me know what's your favorite best value card right now, boys. And yeah, I think a lot of people are gunning towards getting the 99s to complete their whole team, I think, just by doing the SPCs and stuff. So fair enough, man. But yeah, happy gunning for obviously the 99 cards, boys. We are nearly at FC26. Subscribe to stay tuned for the new game, the new content. You know, it's gonna be nice, bro. It's gonna be nice indeed, man. I'll catch you boys in the next one. Have a sweet one. Peace.